drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television. They say raising confident women means nurturing girls to believe in themselves, value their voices, and understand their worth from an early age. It is an important teaching, and of course, teaching them that their opinions matter, that they are capable, and that they deserve respect in every space they find themselves. Now, the way girls are spoken to, supported, guided, plays a powerful role in shaping their confidence. When young women grow up in environments where they are encouraged, affirmed, and allowed to grow without fear, they become women who can stand tall, make healthy choices when it comes to partners, relationships, career path, and pursue their dreams boldly. Now, this conversation is a reminder that confidence is not something women are born with. It is built. And when we intentionally raise confident women, we raise stronger families, healthier relationships, and a more empowered society. Hello and welcome to Inside Today. I am Jumai Manson. I am being joined by a very good friend of mine, an amazing personality, Dr. Nini Ola Fafore. She is the board member of International Women Federation of Commerce and Industry Nigeria chapter, which was recently approved. Do not go anywhere. Inside Today continues shortly. Stay tuned. All right, you're welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, this is Inside Today on Global Television. And like I mentioned before, I'm not doing it alone. I'm being joined by my friend, Dr. Niniola Fafore. She is a board member of the International Women Federation of Commerce and Industry Nigeria chapter. Good afternoon, Dr. Nini. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon, madam. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my good friend. Happy New Year. It's great to have you on the program Inside Today, and thank you for making out time.
You're welcome. Thank
you. What does confidence in women truly mean beyond appearance, or will I say success?
Confidence. Confidence is a very broad topic, really, because it actually has to do with a lot of factors. It's not something that just comes in just like that. As you just see a woman, oh, she's confident. It's something that has been, nurtured over the years. It usually has to do with the upbringing. It has to do with the societal values that has been placed in her, especially from the family angle, like the parents, the mother, the father, the uncles around her. It also has to do with the educational background, the exposure, the culture, the religion, aspect of it, being a real person who she is, somebody that you listen to her, you let her make the right choices, you let her make her mistakes, you let her see, it has to do with so many things. And over time, they have learned to build something for themselves, to stand by their mistakes, to lead right. And at the end of the day, ensuring that, okay, this is what we're bringing in, this is the value that we are bringing and impacting the world. So it's not just one thing that determines confidence in a woman. It's about the upbringing as a girl, from the home front and then from every other aspect of it. And then over time, it's become something that has a very good impact in the society at large. Yes.
Now, how does the way girls are raised, for instance, at home, influence, let's say, their confidence as adult females? Does it have any impact? Does it have any input? How does it correlate?
Like I said earlier on, it's very broad. It's so broad. It's about having a healthy self-esteem, body image, accepting how you look. Right, teaching practicable skills, exposing them to diverse role models, critical thinking about so many things. Because the truth here is that we are not just training our women to be, you need to look great, but you need to feel great as well. You need to have your own voice, right? You need to be able to do something that is relevant. We're not looking at just the result. We're looking at the process, the hard work. I tell people a lot. I say to them, see, it's not about just getting results, because these days you can get results anyhow. But the question is, what did you put in? Making effort, putting in effort into something, being heard, trying, making mistake, repeating it and doing it right. These are things that works from the home side. The father has a lot to bring to that table when it comes to putting in confidence in their daughters. It has to do with showing respect. How do you treat a woman? How do you treat your wife? These are things your daughter sees. How do you raise a daughter? How do you raise her? How is the mom? Is she a role model? Is she strong enough for the daughter? And funny enough, there are daughters whose mom were probably very weak, but they chose not to be like that. They learned from that. You understand? And they chose not to be like that. But sometimes it can also have a negative effect on the girls when they grow, because their mothers could take anything. Their mothers were subjected to all kinds. Their mother did not have a voice. Their mother was treated badly. And so when they experience such a thing as they grow, most of them could end up accepting it as this is how it should be. But the father role is very, very critical. I was talking to my mom this afternoon. I said it was a beautiful thing that I was able to have time with my father, growing when I was growing up as a child, because he had me very late. So I could learn from his mistakes. He had a very rich mindset. He had dreams that he achieved than the ones he couldn't achieve. He could think very far. So as a young teenage girl, I had an opportunity to be able to think beyond my level. So you can see where that is coming from. So I didn't have just my mom, but I had my dad who had been there. So if we are living any life, it's because we had a very wealthy mindset. So wealth is not about what you have, it's the mindset. So our father usually have a huge impact in raising a confident daughter, because in the society many years ago, of course, a lot of men right now do not have the opportunity on how to relate with successful women all over the place. It's new to them. It's very new in our society. Everywhere, successful women. How are they going to deal with it? 10 years, 15 years, 20 years then. He was not like that. It was about men. So the men were actually in position to play a critical role in raising the daughters. Now, a lot of men would rather want to have girls. They rather want girls, right? So you can see that if you really look at it, the man has a major and a critical role in raising confident women in the society today.
But you know
and
what?
These women,
you know what, Dr.
Yes.
Nini? Some people will beg to differ. Like a woman now who is a single mother, who maybe her husband must have passed, and or someone who she's raising her children all by herself, doesn't have a man in her life, and she'll tell you, well, even if I do not, I can still put in that effort to still raise daughters who are confident in society. Because you says, I know the men have a pivotal role when it comes to that aspect of a girl's life, giving her that confidence. But how else can a single mother or a woman who is trying to raise her daughters or children balance all of that?
Well, if you had me earlier, I talked about some daughters probably had weak mothers, but still they turn out well, right? You see, these things God has planned everything really, and for a single mother. Well, most of the single mothers are actually playing two roles. It's a lot of work on them.
Yes, it
but
is.
the question is, they
Tell
don't
me
have a
about
choice.
it.
That human angle topic on family, marriage, peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television. That human angle topic on family, marriage, peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television. That human angle topic on family, marriage, peer pressure, drug and substance abuse, societal issues, women and children, and so much more. Now, it's crucial to approach these subjects with empathy and understanding. These issues often intertwine with societal norms and can lead to tough conversations. It is important to create a safe space for dialogue where individuals can share their experiences without fear or judgment. I am Jumai Manson. Join me every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the program Inside Today on Global Television.
All right, you're welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, this is Inside Today on Global Television. And we're looking at an angle of raising confident women. And I am not doing this alone. I am being joined by Dr. Niniola Fafori. She's a board member of the International Women Federation of Commerce and Industry, Nigeria chapter. All right, Dr. Nini, hope you're there with me here. You're here?
Yes, that's it.
All right, now
Yes,
let's talk about parenting. Let's say what common parenting or societal behaviors unintentionally weakens a girl's confidence when it comes to coming out there and being herself, that aura of confidence, that aura of being with her peers and just showing that that voice that matters in all she does.
Well, like I said, they're your children. At the time they're children, it means that you have to lead them right. And it means you also have to not repeat the mistakes as parents that you had growing up. So you need to not to repeat the cycle. You need to do better. So one of the things that works is to ensure that you allow them to express their opinions. Listen to their voice. Don't downplay whatever options or they have thoughts in their head. Let them let it out. Allow them to express themselves, and try to discourage comparison. A lot of parents do compare their kids a lot. And I think that also discourages a lot of children or daughters from becoming themselves, right? Healthy modeling. Even as a single mother, you should also have people around you, because the truth is that staying alone. So you also need to be able to get help from trustworthy friends or neighbors or people around. You can even pitch them against people you think are very important in the society. You can make contacts with them. You can schedule appointments and all that if they love one or two of them and you think that they can be role models. So I think parents have a lot in doing that. And also they have to also let them engage in physical exercise or activities like sports. Sport has a way of actually bringing out another part of their intelligence, right? I noticed that, when they try these things, it works. Their brain works differently.
Yes, it does.
You understand? They begin to see where their capacity is. Like, oh, I think I can do better. They are limitless when it comes to sports,
yes,
right?
Very
so
true.
that also helps them. Yes, it helps a lot. So parents, they don't have to spend too much money, but I think that the truth is that these children are your future, right?
Yes, they are.
You have to find time.
I like the fact that you have to find time when it comes to.
Yes, yeah, they have a lot of.
We're too busy these days. Right? We're too busy.
I know, but the truth is that our parents, our working parents, were very busy.
Yes.
But this is your future. This is you. Do you know what it is when you look at your kids and you see you in them? This is God saying that this is you in the future. Are you going to abandon that? No.
You have to find time.
It's up to you to make time for them.
Very
because
important.
They are representing you where they are. And the truth is that is your investment. God is going to ask you if you don't do it right. You understand? And the God factor is also important because there's a level because there's a level when you are no longer there, God will always come through for them, right? And they have to have that presence that, okay, God, I honor you and I serve you. I need help, and then, that helps that there's a divine intervention in everything that we do, and they can always call on Him. So we cannot let that go. We have to do our best to impact their lives. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of people were doing so well today. A lot of them can refer to people. My mom, my dad, my uncle, one neighbor decided to take care of us even when our parents could not do anything. They decided to sponsor our education. We are who we are today. And you can see that. So every child is your child also. And I know some parents, they don't have kids, they are adopted. And there are some people, they have kids, their kids are grown, but they still adopted more kids, right? Because they are beginning to see that, you never know who have come to become an armed robber around your area to kill someone. But because you have saved them, you have saved yourself, right? So let them look at it as saving the younger part of them, their own younger self. What would they do differently as a parent if time were to turn back again? What would you do? So it's up to them. They have to do what they have to do. It's a responsibility of parents to do what they should do. It's the first thing they have to do. So parents, you must do that part. It is your responsibility as parent.
Exactly, Dr. Nini. Well said.
Yes.
Well said. Now, how important is positive language and affirmation in raising confident girls? I think growing up, some mothers use some very negative words on their children or guardians who these girls live with. So how important is that positive positive word, positive language or affirmation in, bringing up a confident girl turning her into a woman?
Yes. You see, I'll still go back to the parents. You might have had a bad life, right?
Exactly.
You might have had it
yeah.
rough. Please, they don't need to have it rough.
Exactly.
Right? They don't need to have it bad.
At all.
I've met some mentors or people, because they had it so rough getting there. Some of them might decide, you will go through the process.
Which is so wrong.
Which is wrong, which is a bad mindset. I don't know where they got it wrong, but you see, that's why I tell you about the God factor. The God factor makes you a
better person.
Right? Yes, you have mercy. Because you are so professional does not mean that you cannot come down and say, okay, let me just give this one. Oh, he had 20 points, but let me give because he had 15 points or something. So now, parents, you know that this world was created by God, and God spoke and the world became, right? And now, as parents, when you have children, you have to speak positivity into their life. See, it is not about what they are doing. It is about what you want them to become, right? What you want them to be. I want them to be successful. I want them to be heroes. That is what you want to see. But this thing takes time.
Yes,
even you did not become exactly what you want. But you know that there were chances that you could have been better. So why don't you use their life as the best platform to let them become the best that they should be, even that you could not be? So you need to create their mindset. Positivity, positive talk. You see, they said the heart of a man is very important. Whatever a man speaks, it comes from his heart. So bitterness, time is so hard, we don't have, it does not matter. You can pray about it.
Exactly.
See, God will bring something. You can pray about anything. So
just to add to what you've said, I have seen some women who they're now mothers, and the way they speak to their nieces or their children, they say, they've gone through it, so they should go through it as well. I think it's a very wrong mindset. It's a very bad one. I think women should work on it and do better when it comes to giving back positively in the society. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think women should do, mostly all women. We have a lot that God has. See, the day women decide to work together, we're going to have one of the best society in the world, right? Women have not still come together like they should, like the men will always come together. Women, I plead on behalf of your future for your children, because these are the children that will still take care of you when you become frail and tired and you need help. These are the ones that will come to your aid. They don't forget. As grown up, we don't forget what our parents did to us. And I'm telling you that a lot of us don't forget. Now, in order not to repeat the same cycle, can you just make it better? And I think it's because they don't trust God enough. They don't trust God. They don't pray enough. They don't believe the God they serve. If you truly believe God, I don't think you want to transfer your depression and aggression on another you. This is another you. God has given you another opportunity to do it better. I know some teenagers can be unbearable, and it's because of the society. There's so much.
The world is evolving. There's some things they cannot tolerate.
I know, but that's their timing.
Exactly.
You see, you need God to help you, and you also need to try your best. And if you have to look for help elsewhere, please go and get people to talk to them. They will never forget. They will never forget. No matter how long it takes, they will never forget.
All right, Dr. Neely, quickly now, because of our time, I want you to speak on something, because I know that you are a role model. I know for so many individuals, so many women, teenagers, girls. Now, what role do role models, let's say female role models, play in shaping the confidence in girls? That's the last question I'll ask you before we wrap it up on the program. So please, quickly now, what are their roles to build that confidence in girls?
In girls, the truth, one of the approach to raising confidence in young girls is to first let them accept their body. accept your body first, because the world has put so much emphasis on our physical body, and that is becoming a grave mistake in this society that we are today.
All right.
First, as young guys, accept yourself first. When you accept yourself, you will enjoy knowing who you are.
Exactly.
Discovering yourself. Let's listen to them. Let's correct them right. Let's give them time.
All right.
You understand? And when they fall, let's be there. Right?
Exactly.
So we can judge them. Don't judge them. Don't judge them, please.
All right.
Yes.
Dr.
I've seen a
Nini
situation
Ola.
where a young... yes.
Dr. Nini Ola Fafore.
I've seen it. Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome. I've seen a situation whereby a young woman got pregnant when she was very young, almost 20 years ago in secondary school. And the parent is there for her. And as we speak today, that's the only child she has ever had in her life. She cannot bear another child. So what would have happened to her if they have thrown her out or killed her or terminated?
Exactly.
And then she becomes barren today. She would never forget.
Now, thank God she's a role model to so many. Now, Dr. Nini Ola Fafore, thank you so much for being a part of Insight today. I am most grateful. Thank you.
Welcome.
And of course, Dr. Nini Ola Fafore is a board member of the International Women Federation of Commerce and Industry Nigeria chapter, which was recently approved. Now, with all of this said, she said something very vital. She said that as a woman, you should be a role model, and remember, building that confidence in your daughters goes a long way in achieving success within herself and, of course, in the society. Thank you all so much for being a part of Insight today. I am Jumai Manson. Have an amazing day ahead. Bye-bye.